streaming. Please be good internet. We could use some good internet on this trip. Had an extensive day. It's been fun. Hey, hello friends and fellow Monkeyology enthusiasts. We are back with the next part of our Escape from Monkey Island playthrough. Let's see if I can get this microphone a little bit closer to me. I try to. Oh god, that sounds better. I imagine I'll be overpowering the music now. God. Gotta put my shit back on. There's space. There's a fucking cherry fucking Coke. Look at that. That's fucking great. Alright. We even ended up. Today was interesting because we typically use this Logitech F310 for playback of games that require game controllers. Hey, and we just happened to get an extra one today out of bloody nowhere.
Okay,
so,
I'm going to start at the bedwetter
here
setting.
comes my big
bear.
Hey ATM, my volume is a bit low.
Ready?
Is it the game volume or just the overall everything?
Ready.
Because I can hear the hell out of me, but not the game very well.
Ow.
Also, can I change?
Looks
Correct.
like the old sea cow got the best of you. Bedwetter.
Hey, my headphones are maxed. But let's see. Get some better in between there. I can already hear that a whole lot better. And I'll just have to tweak it for any game being played later. Let's get some voice going. Press start. Just. Plank die there. We'll just get some sound going. Might as well talk to some DePoyo. Get him chatting. It still seems way low. I don't want it that low. Now, like, I can hear that a hell of a lot better. And I can hear myself. Which is weird because it's all microphone on it. I just put this in between and it probably... Oh, muted everything. Microphone seems to be going well. Alright, so how's that? And let's get Marco talking.
I'm back.
So I see. What can I do for you, Mr. Threepwood?
Are you really the greatest diver in the world?
Yes.
I have
Bit low on
spent
game.
years searching the planet for someone
there,
who
I'll
better
try
in the art of the plank
increasing
dive,
that in the
but
mix then.
to no avail.
Yeah.
What's that?
Okay. So hopefully that works better. I have exhausted my means of adjusting things. But what are you doing on Jambalaya Island?
What are you doing on Jambalaya Island?
Ah, that is an interesting story.
It feels
Is it
like
a
that's
short
going
story?
in the red.
About a year ago, I despaired of ever finding my diving equal.
Somewhere in
and was
between.
prepared to hang up my trunks forever.
Awesome. Awesome.
At this crucial moment, Senor
Senor
Ozzy Mandrill
Mandrill
approached me with an intriguing proposition.
Am I old enough to hear this?
He told me that he was building the tallest artificial plank diving platform in the world. And that he was willing to pay obscene amounts of money to have the world's greatest plank diver compete on it on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
Since I was ready to retire in any event, I figured, why not retire in the comfort of a luxury resort
This
island?
is
Makes sense to me.
Besides,
few
there's
voices
always the chance
and,
that someone will come along who can
accents
finally challenge my skills.
I absorbed from these games over the years, and this is one of them. I'm sure I do it no justice. And I know you're not talking about me, you're talking about the one in the game.
Has your arrangement with
I
Ozzy
just-
Mandrill proven challenging?
Sadly, no. But at least I'm receiving a steady stream of income.
I'm looking for the pieces.
I'm looking for the pieces of the ultimate insult.
What would I know of such thing?
He's but a simple plank diver. is one of the pieces?
One of the pieces is a bronze hat.
I never wear hats. They might screw up the shape of my
This
naturally
is important
streamlined head.
dialogue hints here. Clearly, his head is part of it.
One of the
Oh no,
pieces is a
yeah,
bronze
we know
hat.
that. There, this.
One of the pieces
Alright,
is
one
a
of the
silver
pieces.
monkey head.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't ring a bell.
I already have all the pieces I need to acquire the monkey mug, I do believe.
One of the pieces is a golden man of some sort.
How peculiar. This solid gold all-world diving trophy looks like a golden man of some
There's
sort.
something going on with
Over by the judge's
Guiberish's
table.
arm. This angle is not working for him. Look, his like the way he's holding his body right now. Holding that is terrible. I mean, it could be. I mean, technically, my hat's giving me the same hairline right now. Pretty sure I'm egg-shaped. One of the pieces. First pass. Limited run first pass. Which one? Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I do remember the first one that they put out. And it just had, like, the hokey drawing of the ultimate insult on it. Although, I do enjoy that it's a badass hat. That's awesome. Yeah, totally. No, I've caught up. And no, that was... I am glad that they tweaked it and did not give us that, like, notepad. Well, not notepad, but that, like, piece of loose leaf with the ultimate insult scribble on it. I mean, even in the game, it was drawn by a pen on a rope. Like, it's not supposed to be great.
Perhaps you're not the best person to ask about the ultimate insult.
Perhaps not.
The way... Now, what I was saying there was the way Guybrush was holding his arms, it gave him, like, Popeye arms, but up top, it was weird. In fact, right now, just this whole angle, it gives him massive forearms that he doesn't have.
How did you get into plank diving anyway?
Ah, that is a story rife with melancholy. Are you sure you wish to hear it?
Are you kidding? I love stories rife with melancholy.
Very well. It begins with my father, Count Francisco Alvarez de Pollo. He was a man of peculiar moods and eccentricities. In one of his so-called lighter moments, he named his only son Marco, much to the consternation of his wife and extended family.
Why the fuss?
I take it you have never been in a public swimming pool.
Pirates don't have much use for them.
Ah, then allow me to elaborate. At the tender age of 6, I was sent to my first swimming lesson. Oh, how I happily splashed about, taking to the water like a worm to dirt.
In regards to the collection set, I am eager to see the changes that they've made to the Murray design that they originally promoted. Because they have said they've tweaked that, and I want to see the tweaks.
Why were they shouting my name in such an annoying sing-song manner? Why were they closing their eyes to my obvious torment? I tried to get them to stop, but they just kept chanting my name over and over again. Marco Pollo! Unable to tolerate it any further, I climbed to the highest diving board in the pool and cannonballed into the center of the taunting masses as I hit the water with a resounding splash. The haunting chants of my classmates finally gave way to comforting screams of terror.
What a horrible story.
Yes, but at least I gained a lucrative career out of my childhood trauma.
Indeed. I mean, that is always a bonus. All right. I also would like to point out in regards to the press release that was put out shortly after I commented there, that one of the suggestion that Ron is still signing a lot of things was originally made by a member of the fan community as that something that they would think it'd be funny if, and I remember seeing that on Twitter beforehand. So, I mean, that is more than likely the case, but I think that it was thrown in there to sort of like placate fans a bit. But, you know, I'm glad they gave us a response, and, you know, seeing it jump that much is, you know, but I was trying to not jump on that. I think a lot of people were probably trying to not jump on that because all of these limited release houses get a lot of that with every major release that they get. They get a lot of people just jump on them for any sort of delays and stuff. And yeah, it's you know, not great, but shit happens, and I can wait if it means it gets better. I remember how many delays that Monkey Island statue back there. That one had so many delays, and it was worth it. And I got frustrated and whatnot. And then when I opened the box and saw that it was like number 1 of 1,000, that's really cool. And I was just really happy. Yeah. The main one back there that they put out during the SE. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard lots of no. And the only way I've kept mine in one piece was that it was up on a dusty shelf at my parents' for, you know, the majority time until now. And now it's up on my shelf here, and I just pray that my kids never ever end up breaking it. I'm sure they will. And I really have to, like, because it is, like, on the bottom plate, it is 0001 of 1,000. So it's the first consumer production one off the machine. There were 20 made previously that were painted and unpainted ones that were given out to the developer team, as well as other people like, I'm sure, Ron Gilbert and whatnot. Craig Derrick has one of the painted ones on his shelf in his collection as well. I have to say, I went and got myself a little bit excited about E3, not about Monkey Island stuff, but maybe a little, because like Craig hadn't said shit about anything other than Saturday Night Live for a while. Well, not Saturday Night Live, The Weeknd being there. He posts a lot of GIFs about The Weeknd, and so I was all like, oh wait, maybe he's got something. Yeah, absolutely. Although, I have to say, I don't know if you saw my tweet, the Pirates of the Caribbean update for Sea of Thieves looks fun. And the fact, yeah, oh, absolutely. I knew better. I wasn't sitting, and I'm not here heartbroken, because we've all been through this. This is the longest run that we've ever had without any new Monkey Island content or even rehashes of it. I think we're fortunate in the sense that, as opposed to 10 years ago, who knows? Who knows? I think one thing we might see in the Sea of Thieves thing is we might see costumes or skins come from it. And if that brings any level of awareness to it, then that's cool. But, eh. Do you dive to drown out the voices of
Do you still dive to drown out the voices of the taunting children?
No.
Oh no.
I
mean it for the thrill
it
of
would
victory and
see.
the
I
lure
accepted
that
it was dead before it came out of nowhere, and we got the SEs. So who knows? One day we may get somebody who's we'll get another Daryl Rodriguez or something like that who takes part of that division and says, hey, we got these things, and tries to do it, and then if fail, we'll watch it resurrect and die again and all that in some different form. And who knows if we'll ever get new content, maybe a bunch of re-releases of old content, because that's what everything does now. So maybe we'll get a next generation. None of this will ever happen, but it's fun, and we can continue the stories in our own fan minds and everything like that. So, is this diving competition open to anyone? Yes, but not really.
So is this diving competition open to anyone?
Hardly. If I were to compete against everyone who wanted to get their hands on a solid gold old world diving trophy, I'd be diving 24 hours a day.
Oh. So who do you dive against?
The judges panel over there does an excellent job of weeding out the poseurs from the serious divers.
Okay, whatever. But my Pixel Guybrush turned out really well. But I'm sure you said it. I also made classic Leisure Suit Larry, which I have to paint.
Love you.
Fun fact. Love you, Beb.
Love you.
The material that I'm using to print these, PLA, is more akin to... It's less akin to plastic, actually. It's made out of starch. It's actually a type of polyester, which makes making a Leisure Suit Larry statue out of it rather appropriate, I would think. Anyway. And I fixed my messed up Bernard, but now he's got, like, permanent cubic stare, and he's got a crowbar behind his back, and I think I showed you all that stuff on one of the night streams already. Yeah, probably.
I just remembered a previous engagement. Bye.
But no, they released... here's the thing, though. On that note...
Bosun and Bosun's baby seal oil.
I'm
assuming that this oil is meant to be used
we
on
got
baby seals
today
rather
the
than-
announcement of Metroid Dread, which... I think previously you told me you never really got into the Metroid games or much of those earlier console properties and stuff, so maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's... You had told me that previously. Metroid Dread was first announced as Metroid 5 18 years ago. And that project died. It's, of course, what was announced today is nothing like what they were showing. It was supposed to be a DS game that utilized multiple screens, and ultimately what it is and will be now won't be anything like what it was supposed
Ladies
to be.
and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, brigands and wenches, welcome to
Agreed.
Planet Threepwood,
Although Metroid
the
is the one
piratiest place on Earth.
series that
Step
doesn't
inside
get
and
that
sample our
level of
fun-filled,
love.
genuine pirate cuisine,
Mostly because it's being
prepared by
cursed.
genuinely fun-filled pirate chefs. Gaze upon our
They
genuine
always
Guybrush
are considered
Threepwood
some of the
paraphernalia.
best games
Donated
like
by
ever,
actual friends and
but they
associates
sell
of
like
Guybrush
trash,
Threepwood
and so
who
they
live to
don't
tell the
make them
tale.
very
Come
often,
one,
especially
come
compared to
all,
like
to the place where
Mario. And oh, that just seems like I'm fucking drowned right out. I can't. Well, muting helps nothing. See if I can get just a little bit back into the mix here. Oh, probably. Absolutely. I'll even completely accept that. I will take over optimistic. And I have found that it's better to... Yeah. And this is Elaine in name only. I mean, the hairstyle, no. The hairband, no. Yeah. Oh, but I should look at that too, so I can blackmail people. And like, why is she with the portly judge? I don't understand that.
I think I'm supposed to present this after I order some food. This coupon is redeemable at any Planet Threepwood diner and is good for 1 Silver Monkey mug meal. Offer expires 12/25, void where prohibited. Not valid in conjunction with any other offers
Yeah.
or to employees or slaves of the Planet Threepwood conglomerate. Promotion subject to change, so don't bug us if it does.
Fair.
Offer
And
expires
to be
12/25,
honest, in
void
my
where
head
prohibited.
back then,
Not valid in conjunction with any
Monkey
other
Island
offers or
1
to employees
EG
or
at
slaves of the
Guybrush
Planet Threepwood
before
conglomerate.
pre-Dominic
Promotion subject to change.
had
Don't
an
bug us if it
Irish
does.
accent. I don't know why. It's in how he said "prepare to die," which is funny because it should be more like Princess Bride, where the line is. Anyways, but it's not. It's not Spanish for me. It was Irish, but yeah. Yeah, this I have to say the Smear West name. I don't miss that one. Where's my stool that I can? I gotta talk to her to sit.
Guess they couldn't find it. Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Elaine, and I'll be your waitress this afternoon. Would you like to hear about today's special?
That would at least give it an origin. Just smear other ones. Esmeralda, I'll take that as the... I think I'm ready to order.
I think I'm ready to order.
What'll it be?
What have you got?
It's all on the menu.
Oh, wait,
Call
yeah,
me
no, I
after
gotta...
You've read it.
Gee, she's just as snippy as the real Elaine.
So, do you think this part exists to give us an unnecessary extra step to do, or to show that she's not the nicest waitress? It could be padding, because it gives you something you have to do, but it seems
Great chefs of the Tri-Island area.
a bit, like,
Stainless steel
ham-fisted,
chef,
if
copper
that
chef,
was the reason.
tin chef. Never heard of any of these guys.
Sure. Let's look at everything while we're at it.
Great chefs of the Tri-Island area. Stainless steel chef, copper chef, tin chef. Never heard of any of these guys.
Yeah. Oh my god. One day I'm gonna sit here and just try to listen to the conversations that are going on in the background.
On today's menu is Swordmaster's Delight, Guybrush's Mighty Pirate Burger, Lobster LeChuck, and Elaine's Caesar Salad. Big mighty pirates like myself can't live on salads. Today's special drinks are Largo's Lemonade and Fat Fizz.
If software could be used to isolate the actual song out of this and just amplify the...
The best and only fish. Planet Threepwood. This place must be good.
And like, what is
Planet
it?
Threepwood has won the Golden Fish Award in
It could be
Jambalaya.
stock noise.
Nice.
I mean, it could have absolutely no words at all. It's just there to be muffled background, and it's a bunch of people making word-like sounds. Oh, yeah.
There's nobody here. Bet there's someone here when a customer tries to leave, though. Looks like they managed to get their hands on some of Elaine's stuff. Glove, music box,
Like...
plastic ice cream cone. Yeah, Elaine's gonna have an aneurysm when she finds out about this.
That's a dildo guy.
Looks like they managed to get their hands on some of Elaine's stuff. Glove, music box, plastic ice cream cone. Yeah, Elaine's gonna have an aneurysm when she finds out about this.
Look at the statue of Elaine.
Oh my. Elaine's gonna have a fit if she sees this. They made her look fat.
God damn it, tourist.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
You're a little goofy looking for a pirate, aren't you?
Oh, gosh, me a pirate, don't I wish now? Pirates are the coolest. I'm a vacationing pet shop clerk, don't you know?
Aren't you afraid of encountering real pirates?
Oh, nah. Everyone knows that Ozymandias swept the island clean of those, those real scary pirates. Well, thanks to him, I can indulge my passion for pirate memorabilia, if you must know.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go look at that after. That this game took certain liberties, and I'm not even talking about with the story or anything like that, but like, for example, calling the last cutscene or whatever the real secret of Monkey Island and everything, or that one cutscene that's named as such. That's a bit bold, sir. And yeah, now it's Guybrush's original pirate outfit, and it looks nothing like. Okay, we're gonna have to look at that too. Not a complaint, but just a definite observation that like. Those were things maybe that, I don't know, maybe just, what you say?
What would you say if I told you you were looking at a real pirate right now?
Oh, get out of here right now. Real pirates have scars and parrots and peg legs, stuff like that there. You look more like one of those squeaky clean pirate performers that Mandrill's hired to entertain the tourists.
Fake Elaine's got back. Just saying. Not that. Anyways, I'm real pirate. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
But I am a real pirate. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I think
Don't
this
be
part's
stupid
rather
now. The
amusing.
real Guybrush Threepwood is over
7 feet tall.
Wears a hat
Dripping with the blood of his
enemies.
enemies.
And
Oh
he
my
has the
God.
ghost of his favorite parrot perched on his shoulder there. Right there, yeah.
And fucking
Wow,
Ghost
I'm
Parrot
scarier
would
than I thought.
rock. You are not wrong, ATM. At all. Yeah, let's say I want a Ghost Parrot. And the closest he ever got was that freaking Pyrite Parrot. And it was just annoying. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. Oh my god, I need a 3D print for that. I'm getting carried away with this shit, to be totally honest. I've only found one effective model from Tales, and that's of Guybrush, and it's alright, it's gonna be hard to print.
But I am a real pirate. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Oh,
There's
don't be
an
stupid
excellent
now.
articulated
The real
stand that's
Guybrush
more
Threepwood
inspired
is
by
over
the
7
concept
feet
art
tall,
than
wears a hat
his depiction in the
dripping with
game.
blood of his enemies, and he
Which
has
is cool
the
because it
ghost
was
of
Steve
his
Purcell
favorite parrot
concept
perched on
art,
his
so
shoulder there.
it's
Right there,
essentially
yeah.
Wow.
an
I'm
adaptation
scarier
of
than I
a
thought.
Steve Purcell piece, which I enjoy. Which is another reason why I greatly enjoy that the voodoo doll, because it's directly taken off of the Monkey Island 2 cover. So Purcell original as well. And just, well, yeah. Maybe it wasn't Purcell then, but I gotta, once I find the piece that I've seen, I mean, that's very possible. They may not have been able to get Purcell for much more than the slip covers and that sort of thing. He's a busy man.
I'm looking for the pieces of the ultimate insult.
Is that one of Planet Threepwood's toy giveaways?
No, it's a volatile voodoo talisman of indescribably psyche-destroying power. I'm trying to stop an undead evil pirate from assembling it.
Oh, cripes, a quest? This is just like my pirate role-playing games at home. What does this ultimate insult look like?
That was a bad idea. One of the pieces look like a golden
One
man.
of the pieces looks like a golden man.
Ah, that sounds like my yellow Avenger action figure back home in Oshkosh.
I don't think that's it. One of the pieces looks like a golden man.
Ah, that sounds like my yellow Avenger action figure back home in Oshkosh.
That's fair.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, it could be, at the very least, an adjustment in that art, and yeah, just sort of switched over. And they didn't even bother, like, they just blurred the buckle. They didn't give it a new texture. It's just blurred out so you can't see the texture.
One of the pieces looks like a bronze pirate hat.
Nope, I guess I don't have the experience points to come up with a clue.
Wait, is that the other? Is that? I think that's the other voice that's played by. That might be the same guy as Meathead. Meathook. Haha.
One of the pieces looks like a silver
It's a
monkey
timber
head.
thing at his
A
voice.
silver monkey head, eh? Oh, that
Um,
sounds like the silver monkey mug
no,
they use
no,
for
I'm
special
wrong.
occasions
I
here
gotta
at
be
Planet Threepwood.
Unless he's got an excellent range, I'm totally wrong.
I've had just about enough talking about the
Just
ultimate
been trying to
insult for now.
figure out who the other, because
fine.
I remember I saw that he was also one other character, and it was like a bit, like I think it was one of the tourists, but Cam Clark. Looking for the ultimate insult. So whatever.
I'll just be on my way.
You're
Well,
useless,
bye now.
tourist. Bye. Okay, where's the costume? We'll find it. Look at bar.
At least this place has a bar.
Give me all your money. Yeah, that's it. That's his original. I mean, the pants are bigger than he is. Murray's arm. They got Murray's arm.
My gosh. Somebody stole my original pirate clothes out of my closet.
Hey, look, but don't touch.
He's. But then he
I wonder if Arnie
confirms
knows
it.
that they have his arm on display in here.
Looks like they got another one over here too, so I don't know how legit that is, because it both looks to have that water wing. Maybe it's a repeated object. Maybe him washing up on Melee wasn't his first attempt. Maybe he just, like, hopped on a ship previously. Oh, look at me creating this bullshit story again. But, like, no. You know, maybe he hopped on a ship and he realized he had just massive failure and he had a bad pirate costume and he got called out on it. So they threw him off the boat. And that was the extent of his first adventure. Then he washed up on Melee in different clothes, because that's how things work. Anyway, let's get this monkey mug. I looked at the menu, didn't I? Or did I just look at everything else? Oh my god.
On today's menu is Swordmaster's Delight, Guybrush's Mighty Pirate Burger, Lobster LeChuck, and Elaine Caesar's Big Mighty Pirates. Today's special drinks are Largo's Lemonade and Fat Fizz.
I want Yellowbeard's baby.
Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Elaine, and I'll be your waitress this afternoon. Would you like to hear about today's special?
I'd love to hear
I'd love
about
to hear
today's
about today's
special.
We call it Stan's Budget Bologna Sub. It's 4 pieces of bologna, ham, and turkey smothered in 3 types of cheese on rye bread.
Ew.
Huh. That's funny. We've been getting that reaction all day.
It's a lot of bologna.
What kind of place is this anyway?
This is Planet Threepwood, one of a chain of restaurants dedicated to showcasing the exploits of the Tri-Island area's most famous pirate, Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, that explains why it looks like my life has been vomited all over the walls.
Excuse me?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm not too thrilled about this place.
That's a good one, sir.
What?
Everyone knows that Guybrush Threepwood is about 6'4", has a scar about yay long over his left eye, and a big black parrot.
No, really, I can prove it.
I wonder
Ask
if
me
the other
something only
Guybrush Threepwood
would know.
is that tall.
Okay. What are your parents?
With all
names?
of those things. John and Martha. Start with George and Greasy. Well, that's Herman and Eloise. Mr. and Mrs. Threepwood. Well, then we will.
Mr. and Mrs. Threepwood.
Huh? Everyone knows their names were Fredo and Moonbeam.
Fredo and Moonbeam.
Then maybe you aren't really Guybrush Threepwood.
Fredo
not.
and Moonbeam. Who are you supposed to be?
So who are you supposed to be?
I'm Elaine Marley, the pirate princess of Melee Island.
Hey, baby. You can be my Elaine anytime.
Just throws that out there with no
nothing.
prompting. The hell? Whose brilliant idea was this anyway?
Whose brilliant idea was this anyway?
Planet Threepwood is a wholly owned subsidiary of Ozymandial Enterprises.
I should have guessed. I think I'm ready to order.
What'll it be?
Yeah. Which, I mean, she's a governor. It's not quite the same, although, I mean, yeah, still nobility, or at least treated as such. But hey, I think or at least in this type of mythos, I think I'll have the Swordmaster Delight. Guybrush's Mighty Pirate Burger. Lobster LeChuck. No, thank you. And I'm not having all that bologna, so Guybrush's Mighty Pirate Burger.
Sounds good.
I thought it might. And to drink?
Gotta have a Fat Fizz.
I'll have a Fat Fizz.
A popular choice, sir. And how will you be paying?
Let's go through some talk.
Why should
first.
I pay? This place wouldn't exist if it weren't for me.
This place wouldn't exist if it weren't for Ozymandias, sir. And you don't look like him. In
The
any
balls
event,
on
don't
Ozzy,
bother me
though,
again until you have some way
in
of paying
this,
for your meal.
in doing this, no less. He's all like, not only am I going to destroy him, I'm going to take his identity and create a successful business about it and not give him a goddamn thing or know that it's available. And, like, nobody will know who he is because we'll say he's totally different and everybody will like, haha, you're not Kyber's Threepwood. Ozzy's the dick, is what I'm saying.
Whoa, look at the size of her ponytail. Whoa, look at the size of her
Says it
ponytail.
again, okay.
I'm already married to Elaine. Why would I want a cheap copy? Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Elaine, and I'll be your waitress this afternoon.
I think I'm ready to order.
What'll it be?
We'll go.
Guybrush's Mighty Pirate Burger sounds good.
I thought it might.
I mean,
And
I
to
could have
drink?
picked different dialogue, but I
I'll
want
have a
that.
fat fizz.
A popular choice, sir. And how will you be paying?
Plus, I just really want a hamburger right now. And I can't have a hamburger right now, so... we will just go straight to this
Check out
because
this
running a
mega
tab
monkey
ain't
meal.
happening either.
Very good, sir. Please note that due to the unexpectedly high demand, we are no longer providing the entree portion of the meal for coupon
By the
bearing
way,
customers.
no food.
However,
You can have
you
a
will
drink
still
in a
receive
cup
your
that we're
complimentary
taking
beverage
back.
in the ceremonial monkey
After.
mug.
I guess I should go sit down. Excuse me.
Yes, would you like a free pirate caricature?
Absolutely.
Free pirate caricature?
Yes, to help promote the zany, swashbuckling atmosphere of planet Threepwood. Ozymandias Enterprises has hired me, Christopher Kilometer, to render free pirate-themed caricatures of our guests. Would you like one?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. Just a moment.
Hey.
You know what I like about pirates? They're so active and healthy, you know, all that sword fighting and sailing, really outdoorsy stuff. What's your favorite pirate activity?
I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. It smells like victory. Of course, gunpowder in the late afternoon tends to smell a little more like week old macaroni, which is why I always try to have my gun battles before lunch.
You know what else I like about pirates? Their wacky madcap accessories. Pegs, patches, parrots, hooks. They're just so darned whimsical. What's your favorite pirate accessory?
Parrot with a parrot on his shoulder. We're gonna do the parrot because...
Nothing
But
makes a
it would have
bold,
been
fashion
awesome
statement
to
like a pirate
have
with a
Hook
parrot
as
on
an
his shoulder.
option.
And most would agree that that statement is I'm a creepy jerk who tortures small animals for my personal amusement.
You know what I can't figure out about pirates?
I shudder to think.
What do they do in their spare time? They can't spend their entire lives fighting, sailing, and wenching, can they?
I guess not.
I hear they're on the
So, what do you
internet.
think pirates do in their off hours?
If what I've heard is true, more and more pirates are spending their free time on the internet. Personally, I prefer to spend my weekends doing chores around the house. I think that most of them just like to curl up by the fire with a good book.
If what I've heard is true, more and more pirates are spending their free time on the internet.
I have no idea what it is, but I'll try to draw it. Yes. Done. Here you are, sir.
Alright. Let's see what he says is the internet.
Thank you for your patronage, and enjoy your visit to the happiest island on Earth.
Thanks.
Boom, boom. Got my pirate. Got a gun instead of a sword.
Now I can stick this on something. Gee, this might actually pass as the real thing.
Yeah, it didn't seem to show it at all. I mean, possibly. I was looking forward to seeing that, but it didn't really show it at all. I didn't think so, at least. Oh, let's go. We robbed this place. We're done. The widescreen mode isn't hurting Elaine with a wise figure at all either. I think so. I think it is a fishing net. That is ringing some bells. Definitely. Boom, boom.
Ahoy, mateys! Set sail for family fun at Planet Threepwood.
So we got that. Let's talk to this person so we actually have something to talk to Jumbo about when we get there.
Pardon me.
Yes?
What kind of a pirate are you?
A pirate? Moi? Heaven forbid, old bean. I'm just a humble tourist.
You're pretty brave for a tourist. Most tourists would steer clear of pirate-infested islands.
Normally, you'd be right.
This guy reminds me of Marcus Brody.
I've avoided islands like Jambalaya because of their pirate problems.
Not because of his look, his general manners.
Me that Jambalaya has been scrubbed clean of its more undesirable pirate elements, if you catch my drift.
That's absolutely fair as well. John Cleese works too.
What would you say if I told you that I was one of those undesirable pirate elements?
You? Don't be so hard on yourself. You may be a little smelly, and your manners could use some improvement, but you're not even 1/10 as vile as one of those rapacious brigands that used to roam this island.
I think I've just been insulted. No, really, I am a grog-swilling, sword-waving reprobate. Honest.
Whatever you say, old chap.
That's a great ensemble.
Isn't it, though? My wife picked it out for me.
It looks like a produce cart exploded on your arms.
Yes.
Do you know where I can find the pieces of the ultimate insult?
Is that a fruit-flavored drink over at Planet Threepwood?
No, it's a dangerous voodoo talisman of inexplicably soul-crunching power.
Sweet.
Its pieces are supposed to be somewhere on Jambalaya Island.
Ooh, a scavenger hunt! How thrilling! Maybe I can help. What do the pieces look like?
We only really need to ask you about the pirate
bronze
hat
pirate
guy.
hat.
A bronze pirate hat? That's interesting.
Why?
Take a good look at this statue, boyo.
Do you really think the bronze hat I'm looking for could have come from this statue?
Well, that'd be my
Definitely.
guess.
Well, we will.
One of the pieces looks like a golden man.
Nope,
Why
nothing
does
to
it?
find.
The look on that tourist's face was ridiculous.
One of the pieces looks like a silver monkey head.
A silver monkey head, eh? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
What the hell? That guy just have giant. I want to think about it.
I've had just about enough talking about the ultimate insult for now.
Fair enough.
don't think I've seen it either. I've never noticed one with that particular style face previously. I'm hoping I misseen it, is all. Anyways, so yeah, yeah.
Sorry to bother
you.
No bother at all,
Chin strap. Alright. Oh, that's model go.
Where do the real pirates go when they're looking for Buccaneer-style family dining at a reasonable price?
Wow, this guy has like a whole day planned for himself, doesn't he? He's like going to the volleyball net. He's wandering off. Still going. And before Steven asked, no, I don't have any idea what I'm doing other than following him. Now I've made him turn around, so. Okay, he's reached the end of his script.
Where do the real pirates go when they're looking for Buccaneer-style family dining at a reasonable price? Why, Planet Threepwood, of course.
Yeah. We don't even really need to do the microgroggery now that but we'll get stuff to this. Oh wait, yeah, we do. No matter what, we need Grog Jr. for the
Come on in and enjoy some handcrafted homebrewed grog.
Carla's drunk as shit.
Carla!
It's always fun.
Where?
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're trying to drink yourself into oblivion on crappy microgrog.
Hey, that's a great idea. Thanks for the suggestion.
Why are you getting drunk?
I'm drink to forget.
Forget what?
I forgot.
Are you trying to forget Monkey Island?
That's it! I'm drinking to forget all the time I spent stranded on Monkey Island. Thanks for reminding me. Now I'll have to start drinking all over again.
Sorry.
I mean,
Want to help me find the pieces of the ultimate insult?
I want to feel bad because we apparently ruined these people's lives.
Good. I'll stay here and
but
keep
they
my
fucking
eye out for
mutinied
any
on
pieces
us.
of the ultimate
We got
insults that come
all the
by.
shit together.
Okay.
They abandoned us, sat on a deck, ignored us, and even after we fired ourselves out of a fucking cannon, they didn't bother. So I don't feel bad about sinking the ship off the top of the mountain. And I don't think I feel bad about their ensuing crash, because frankly these two are just all excuses. Look at Meat Hook, he's doing great. He's finding his himself again. These guys are schmucks.
Drinking isn't the answer, Carla.
That depends on the question, doesn't it?
Want to help me find the pieces of the ultimate insult?
I'll tell you what, Byglush. Brush guy. Feet good. I'll stay here and keep my eye out for any pieces of the ultimate insults that come by. Okay?
All
right then. Barkeep! More grog! You miserable bastard.
Miserable bastard. Nice.
How do you like this place?
It's horrible. The grog is shrieking in my pinky finger. They won't let me get into any short fights, and all the chips have cottage cheese on them.
The fuck?
Well, if this place is so awful, why don't you leave?
2 reasons. 1, this is the only place a pirate can find a drink on this godforsaken, family-friendly heckhole of an island. And B, I think someone has stolen my legs.
What?
Why?
'Cause I can't feel them anymore.
I'll let you get back to your, shore leave.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Careful there. Don't want to scare the customers.
Not to make an abomination of nature.
Hyperglue. Shaking's no use because it won't come loose. Sounds like some pretty potent stuff.
All right, bartender, you're next.
Hi.
Howdy. What can I do you for?
I'd like a drink, please.
You got some ID?
No.
Well, then I can't give you the good stuff, but I can give you this new
That's like
low inebriation grog-like beverage. It's called Grog Junior. We developed it here in our micro-groggery for people just like yourself. It's got just enough alcohol in it to stun a skinny parrot.
Well, what's the point of that?
Here, try some and tell me what you think.
Maybe later. So, what is that thing over there with
We'll
the
go
saddle
back to
on it?
house business.
That, my friend, is the
It's
menacing
an excellent
mechanical
animation.
manatee.
No point. Even if we don't need it, it's fun.
What the heck is a manatee?
You get
The
intimately
manatee is a
acquainted
marine
with
mammal
them
that
later.
grazes on seagrass and other plant
Giant
life in
ones.
shallow waters. They are typically 9 to 10 feet long and weigh about 1,000 pounds.
That doesn't sound menacing at all. Sounds more like a swimming cow.
Oh? Will you try to snatch the grass out of a manatee's mouth and see how menacing it gets?
What is this mechanical manatee here for?
Well, mostly for entertainment. But as a promotional special, we're currently giving away a Planet Threepwood coupon for a complimentary monkey mug meal to anybody who could ride the manatee at the highest setting.
I'd like to take a crack at riding that manatee thing.
Alrighty, let's see what you got. Okay, I'm going to start at the bedwetter setting, which shouldn't be any trouble for a stout young guy like you. Ready?
Ready. Whoa. 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 Ow.
You see, the trick is to stay on the manatee. Bedwetter.
I'll just splatter some glue on here like this. Voila! A puddle of glue. Hi!
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Yeah, I mean, we don't need it, but it's a fun animation. Why not?
So what's the deal with that manatee thing again?
It's called the Menacing Mechanical Manatee.
I want another shot at taming the manatee.
Alrighty, let's see what you got. Okay.
I wonder if I can go get another
Ready?
monkey mug drink, and they come out with the fake one this time. That'd be funny.
Yahoo!
Not bad. Okay, now let's increase the difficulty until we get to the top setting.
Ah, oh, 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 oh.
2 hours later.
Woohoo! Right on sea, cowboy!
Is it over yet?
Almost. 3, 2, 1. You did it! Woohoo!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my god. His leg's gotta be so messed up right now.
I thought we'd lose you on the grazing frenzy setting, but you made it. You've joined an elite fraternity, my friend. Not many have survived their rides on the savage manatee. Come on over to the bar, partner, and I'll get you your monkey
Can he
mug meal
foul-mouth
coupon.
call? He wants elements
Here you
of
go.
his dialogue.
Enjoy your
back.
prize.
go see if we could, if that happens. Cause why not? I'm just about to hit the first break stretch here. Yeah.
Ahoy, mateys! Set sail for family fun at Planet Threepwood. See souvenirs of...
Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Elaine, and I'll be your waitress this afternoon.
I think I'm ready to order.
What'll it be?
I think I'll have the Swordmaster's Delight.
How adventurous. And to drink?
Largo's lemonade will be fine.
Good choice, sir. And how will you be paying?
Check out this Mega Monkey meal ticket.
It's like we do all this
Very
stuff
good,
still.
sir. Please note that due to the unexpectedly high demand, we are no longer providing the entree. However, you will still...
I guess I should go sit down.
Bring out the fake monkey mug. Bring out the fake monkey mug. They brought out the fake monkey mug. Yes. Look at fake monkey mug. That's awesome. Okay.
Guess it fooled them. They still think this is the real monkey mug.
Okay. That was fun. Let's get back to the game, but that was a worthy distraction. That's awesome. They probably realize that more often than not, people will probably use the Planet Threepwood method to get the, not the
Ahoy, mateys! Set sail for family fun
or
at Planet
the stand
Threepwood.
method or whatever to
See
get the thing.
souvenirs of
And they wouldn't want
Threepwood's
those people
most
to
famous
miss the
escapades.
opportunity
Taste
to
culinary delight,
enjoy being thrown
approved
off
by
the
genuine
menacing
pirates.
manatee.
Hear beautiful pirate folk music. Feel your souls being gently
Like, ripped from your bodies by this restaurant of uncompromising evil. Just like, he doesn't care. He just has to, like, dive wholeheartedly into it. Where's my fucking rowboat, anyway? Oh, it's over here. Gotta use it. Go talk to Let's go have our interaction with Cassava.
Mesdames and messieurs, brigands and wenches, welcome to Planet Threepwood, the piratiest place on Earth.
I'm not picking that.
Fire! Get over here!
No, you just fired at me, dick.
Are you crazy? You could have killed me!
Crazy? I'm not the one flagrantly violating the rules and regulations of nothing at all.
Huh?
What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood, sir.
Now,
Another
Mr.
one of the...
Threepwood,
Doesn't matter what
is
you
your
pick.
business on nothing at all.
That would have been my main complaint, perhaps, of the first episode of Tales of Monkey Island. And I think that was something that everybody was sort of jumping on, was really didn't matter what you chose. They always said the same sort of thing anyway. And then they fixed that in the later episodes. They changed that up. But I think that was one of the most constructive criticisms that I saw from the community that affected the further development of those games. It's from time to time it's cool, and it can be used as a, like, say in Monkey Island 2's ending, where all of a sudden you can't say anything else but the kid responses, except for one more time.
I'm just looking around, sir.
Very good, Mr. Threepwood.
Let me say
Now, before
this shit
I allow
to
you to
Casada,
pass,
please.
Do you have any questions?
Who the heck are you?
My name is Ricardo Luigi Piat Mbenga Cheng Nehru O'Hara Kasaba III. But you can call me Admiral Kasaba.
How'd you get a name like Ricardo Luigi Pierre Mbenga Chang Nehru O'Hara Kasaba III?
For generations and throughout the world, the Kasaba family has enforced the laws of the seas. As a result, we've picked up an interesting and eclectic variety of in-laws.
What are you doing here?
I have been assigned the singular honor of guarding Ozymandias's commercial interests on Jambalaya Island. To that end, I have rounded up all of Jambalaya's scrofulous pirate trash and transported them to Nutanatar, where they will remain until they become productive members of society.
Well, how many of Nutton's pirates have been allowed to return to Jambalaya?
Oh, only a handful. It's deucedly slow, re-educating them one at a time. Luckily, I hear that Mr. Mandrill has some sort of secret plan to re-educate them all at once.
Why are you firing cannonballs at innocent pirates?
Mr. Threepwood, it is my experience that there are only two kinds of pirates. Those who are committing acts of wanton savagery, and those planning to commit acts of wanton savagery. If you allow groups of the latter to congregate for any length of time, they inevitably transform into mobs of the former.
Interesting.
What was that middle part again? Do you really fling cannonballs at any group of pirates you happen to spot?
Of course. It's the only way to stop their infernal plotting. Even now, I can hear them contemplating foul deeds against the good and wholesome citizens of Jambalaya.
Really? Well, I can hear some seagulls.
The way I see it is everybody who actually lives in Jambalaya are just pirates stuck in a system trying to get by. So, yeah, they're waitresses, judges. I said the judge doesn't look like a judge. You know?
I think I'll just be on my merry way.
Good lad. Remember, I'm watching you.
Yeah. It's like they live there, you know. It's like the locals in tourist traps. The locals live there. They have to deal with this stuff day to day. They know what the world's visiting them for, so they put that on when they're around. It's... Oh, totally. I agree about, like, waitress. Sort of thing.
It's a ship of the line. There's a picture of a koala bear. Obviously the work of a certain awful Australian.
It's hilarious. Let's get out of here. We're going to Nut Natal. Once we hit the beach at Nut Natal, I am going to step out for a quick bio break. And it's funny because we're finally at the place where my infographic takes place. We crush that guy. And I love his little puppets are great. Alright, we're gonna throw a save here as well. And then I will be back in about 10 minutes. Just gonna take a quick step out here. That's weird. No, it doesn't. Interesting that it doesn't use unused shifting. Seems a waste of the the tech, and I don't understand why the PS2 wouldn't be able to do it. So. But there's a lot I don't understand about the PS2 hardware and stuff, so it's probably that. But I will be back. Ah, 2 viewers. Well, thank you for everyone who... Yeah, probably too much memory. Catching up on that. Thank you. I noticed we have another viewer, so thank you for joining us. We are now on Nothing at All. Hey, look at Skull.
Yeah, you can lead a cow to water.
Definitely does. But I guess those positions would draw career type obsessive military people like that, probably. Definitely. Especially with Governor Fat being such a prominent role for Mutiny. It, definitely goes along with more of the colonial aspect of it, especially the level of control that he had over the people there and sending them all off on his quests for him and stuff like that. It is a very interesting document. It's one of the ones that's stuck in my head the most, actually, of the design documents that I've read so far. And it's because of how I feel that it could be, with minor changes, be adapted into like a prequel story. Though it would definitely have a different tone. But it'd be fun to have it end up with, his exile and having H.T. Marley gain the gubernatorial ship, and Fat gets exiled to his own. Fine, I'm gonna start my own island, and there will be tubes of food that just come straight to me, and like like fine, we're gonna have our. Yeah, nah, I think it'd be fun.
Schadenfreude! Right, now we're getting somewhere. Let's move on to violence. No. You're forgetting the importance of booty!
Who are you?
I be Hellbeard, the unrepentant, the scourge of the 7 seas.
Hellbeard. I think I've heard of you.
Of course you've heard of me. I'm the nastiest pirate in the world.
I want to add that I enjoy these takes, like in the puppet theater wall there. The art for Guybrush and LeChuck. I do, and I think those are pretty cool little takes on the characters.
Wait a minute. Hellbeard the Unrepentant died over 80 years ago.
See, if they would stop doing that,
you look like a sock,
and not letting me choose what I'm actually gonna say, like if I realized that, I would have read out the options first, right? And at least they were vocalized somewhat then. And I was like,
you've got a lot of attitude for a sock.
And you've got a lot of clothes for a monkey. What's your point?
Can I talk to the other puppet?
Puppet? There be no puppets here, boy. There be only the unrelenting terror of Hellbeard.
I particularly like the LeChuck puppet. I think it's if it's zombie pirate LeChuck, it's a better representation of zombie pirate LeChuck than what they chose for zombie pirate LeChuck. Especially when they chose like our base level statesman. Okay, it's Ghost LeChuck. Yeah, no, it's got the blue face. That would make sense, and yeah, cycled through. Absolutely. Okay.
If you're Hellbeard, where have you been for the past 80 years?
Look, over there!
Who are you?
I'm Hellbird the Unrepentant, of course.
Why can I only talk to one of you at a time?
Because of that paranoid jerk, Admiral Kasaba. Whenever he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he assumes they're plotting some sort of mischief, so he lobs a cannonball at them.
Can't he tell the difference between pirates and puppets?
I don't know if you've noticed, but Kasaba's not too bright.
I thought the other puppet was Hellbeard.
He'd like to think that.
Can I talk to your puppeteer?
I'd rather you didn't. We're trying to protect him.
Come on, let me talk to the puppeteer.
Well, all right, but don't make any sudden moves.
I'll be as gentle as a baby dolphin. You must be Hellbeard.
If you say so, sir.
You don't look like a fearsome pirate to me.
Me? A fearsome pirate? You must be mistaken, sir. I wouldn't harm a fly.
But you're Hellbeard the Unrepentant. You sacked an entire archipelago with a rowboat and the jawbone of a bilge rat named Stinky.
Oh dear, that sounds far too violent and adventurous for me.
Why do your puppets look like me and LeChuck?
Puppets? What puppets?
Wow, you are a basket case, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Fuck.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
The ultimate insult?
Crush his spirit.
You again.
The hell?
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
The ultimate insult? Never heard of it.
But
I said I never heard of it.
if you're Hellbeard, where have you been for the past 80 years?
Look, over there.
Yeah, show him the painting. Everything. Hey.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
If only I didn't. Many years ago, I was the last pirate to be exposed to the ultimate insult. In one fell swoop, its devastating jibes utterly destroyed my once indomitable ego.
You're remarkably level-headed for a guy named Hellbeard.
80 years of living under the influence of the ultimate insult will do that.
Can I talk to the puppeteer again?
Well, all right.
Hellbeard?
Please, stop bothering me. I'm harmless, really.
I think I'll leave you alone.
Thank you, kind sir.
But real quick, just want to, you know, just... Bronze, but the other thing said badass. To be fair, I mean, yeah, it could say that. It doesn't, but I could see how they might see that it's... But, like, if you know it says bronze, it says bronze. Makes me worry. That's a badass hat here.
What's that?
It's a picture of the ultimate insult.
The ultimate insult?
Hey, you
Forget
forgot
your
your
ego.
puppets! Gee, guess that was just the kind of breakthrough he needed to mend his shattered psyche. This little Guybrush puppet sure is cute. On the other hand, literally, this LeChuck puppet is downright creepy. I better put these away before Kasaba flings a cannonball at me.
Do I lose those after I do that cutscene, right? So I really should leave this island after my transmogrification and go show them off to everybody to get those. This, by the way, is basically possibly my favorite moment of the entire game. silly. Also, I think Mafalda Upgood was completely stolen from this fucking game and this stupid character here. I dislike her. But, maybe she's just supposed to be that dislikable teacher archetype.
What can I do for you, young
and
man?
got adapted into, you know, that lore as well.
This is kind of a strange place for a school.
This isn't your average school, dearie. This is the Ozymandias Pirate Transmogrification
Definitely.
Center.
Transmogrification?
Transmogrification. We take barbaric, foul-smelling pirates, like yourself,
It's very fair.
and transform them into prim, productive, and polite members of the emerging consumer-based economy.
Like,
That's the most
none of the people you
nefariously
came
evil
across in
thing
the
I've
previous
ever
titles
heard.
were particularly
Oh, now,
helpful,
sweetie. Don't knock it till you've
but they
tried
weren't
it.
all rude.
I'm tired of being a slimy pirate. Sign me up.
Wonderful. Just go in and take a seat, and you'll soon be on your way to a brighter tomorrow.
I will just vocalize the options and then pick
Good
the right one.
afternoon, class. My name is Miss Rivers, and I'd like to welcome you to Ozymandias Pirate Transmogrification Academy, a wholly owned subsidiary of Ozymandias Enterprises. Just by walking in that door, you've already taken a courageous first step in a journey that will transform you from swashbuckling pirates into healthy, normal, and most of all, productive members of society.
Definitely.
And why have you made
And like, where the hell else would it
Because
come
we
from?
don't have a choice.
Yeah. At the very least, let's hope it's just a nod.
scum-sucking
Bill
pirates who deserve to be
Waterson's
dragged
very,
into the
very
street and
kind
shot like the dogs you are.
for not, like, taking the opportunity to legally slay a
For the
juggernaut,
next few hours,
you know,
we'll be
and
breaking down your antisocial pirate defense mechanisms and replacing
I
them
mean, he
with more
doesn't need their
acceptable,
money, he's
marketable
fine, and that's probably why.
This could take a while. Why don't you come back later?
First, let's have a frank
It's very
talk about
easy to prove where that term came from, in his case.
And that's why keel hauling is bad.
Very nice,
Yeah,
young young.
yeah.
Now, class, let's move along to your final exam. 3 questions that will account for 90% of your grade.
That doesn't seem fair.
Don't get smart with me, Sonny.
Sorry, ma'am.
Let's begin. Yanya?
Yes, ma'am.
A member of the opposite sex rebuffs your advances. How do you cope?
I chalk it up as a learning experience and move on.
Mm-hmm. Now then, Guybrush.
Yes, Miss Rivers?
A stranger approaches you and asks for the time. How do you respond?
Well, reasonably, I would politely inform the stranger of the correct time, or perhaps I could brush the stranger off with a scowl if I was less inclined to be helpful, or I could push the stranger to the ground, tell him to get out of my face if I'm feeling a little aggressive, or perhaps...
I disembowel the stranger with a dagger, hide his body in a nearby alley, and take his wallet.
My heavens!
Dude, that's harsh.
I genuinely think that Guybrush
Now,
at this
Mungo.
point is trying
Yes?
to, is asking
What's in
himself,
your mouth, young man?
what would
Pirates
LeChuck
spitting
say
tobacco,
right now?
ma'am.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Actually, yes.
Well, that's hardly the point, young man. We don't allow pirate paraphernalia in this classroom. Hand it to me.
Sorry, ma'am.
Now then, Mungo.
Yes, ma'am?
Interesting.
After drinking too much grog, a friend of 20 years teases you about your haircut. What is your reaction?
I make a joke about the expanding size of his grog belly.
I see. Okay, second question.
Oh, no.
Guybrush,
Yes?
your captain has plotted a course directly through the heart of the Devil's Triangle. How do you react?
I organize a mutiny amongst the crew, all the while deciding which ones I'll eat if the mutiny fails. I try to persuade the captain that traveling into the triangle is a really bad idea. To appease the gods of the triangle, I make a blood sacrifice of the cabin boy. I brush off my irrational fears of the triangle with a laugh and return to my duties. Let's see. Blood sacrifice. What's worse? Blood sacrifice or mutiny with plans of side cannibalism? Blood sacrifice it is.
To appease the gods of the triangle, I make a blood sacrifice of the cabin boy.
That was not the brutal one, because he didn't do the whole.
I'm feeling sick to my stomach.
But Yang is
Mungo.
reacting well. It's weird. It's like he didn't have the right animation.
What's your response?
I accept the drink, but pour it in a bush when he isn't looking.
Interesting. And Yanya?
Yes, Miss Rivers.
Your tofu burger is delivered medium well, despite your explicit request.
I think it's their fault for not properly pronouncing his name.
I grudgingly eat the burger while hoping the
because, yeah, Mungo would work.
Next visit.
Okay. Alrighty then. Now for the third and final question. Mungo.
Yes, ma'am?
While delivering Christmas toys to orphans on a nearby island, you notice a passing ship that's obviously taken on too much cargo.
That's a fun one.
What do you do?
I sail by, resisting the urge to attack.
I see. Now, Yanya.
Yes, ma'am.
You see a man accosting another with a sword. What do you do?
I make a mental note of the assailant's appearance and seek out the nearest peace officer.
Ah.
Yanya is definitely
and
just saying
finally,
what people
Mr.
want to hear.
Threepwood. Yes?
While reading a book of poetry in a library, what appears to be a treasure map falls out of the book. What's your plan of action?
Let's see if I can do this in order. I informed the librarian of the situation. It's her job to handle crises like these. I put the map back in the book and put the book back in its proper place on the shelf when I'm done with it. I look for everyone who's ever checked out the book, which seemed which seems ominous. But I hunt down and kill. Well,
I hunt down and kill everyone who's ever checked out the book. Then, after I kill their families, their friends, and their pets, I seek out the treasure. Arr!
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat!
Ooh, you're gonna get it.
Miss Rivers, Guybrush is scaring me.
Well, I've added up all your scores, and I must say that I'm very unhappy.
I've
Mungo,
used this dark and covered with
your
spiders
heart's in the right
line.
place, dear, but your brain is somewhere cold and dark and covered with spiders.
Oh.
Ha!
Yanya, I'm flunking you, too.
Why? I got every answer right.
Yes, dear, but your attitude sucks.
This is horribly unfair.
So's life, sweetie. Get used to it. And then we have Guybrush.
Guybrush.
I've been teaching this course for months, and I can safely say that you're the single worst student I've ever met. I've picked lint out of my belly button with more learning potential than you. Now, in order to guarantee that you never darken my school's doorstep again, and to stigmatize you for the rest of your hopefully short life, I'm strapping this dunce cap to your stubborn pirate head in the hopes that humiliation will succeed where education failed. Now get out of my classroom and never return!
Yeah, I may be a dunce, but at least I'm a mighty pirate dunce.
I might be a dunce, but at least I'm a mighty pirate dunce. No? Why? Because I hit a button in the wrong place. Well, I hit an angle on it. Fuck off. No, no, don't do that. No, stop. There we go.
I'm not picking that up. Never try this at home, boys and girls. False fire alarms cost lives.
Ah! Fire! Everyone run for your lives!
I think it only serves to be an obstacle.
Not so fast, Buster. Thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Get out!
Now I remember why I dropped out of school.
Go talk to Jumbo. Let's save first. Yeah. Definitely there purely to be an obstacle and not to... Like, it's just to be something in the way. To make it a little more difficult to get to where you needed to be in there. Take up some time, so maybe you'd have to do it a couple times in a row before you figured out the puzzle. This era of gaming was terrible for that. At least we didn't have some of the padding that... Well, we have Monkey Combat. What am I talking about? There's padding. And then definitely time padding,
So
for sure.
that's when I sliced open his pancreas.
Hi there.
You idiot!
What do you think you're doing?
What's the matter?
He'll see us, you ignoramus!
I'm out of here!
Insert a collect-a-thon.
Fire!
Add an extra few hours to the game, making people run all over the place or collect something, or in this case, collect Monkey Combat combinations.
Who are you, you annoying little miscreant?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Jumbo Lafitte, last of the Lafitte pirates.
Where'd that cannonball come from?
That dreadful Admiral Kasaba person. Every time he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he thinks there's a conspiracy afoot. So he begins to lob cannonballs at us. If I weren't so comfortable here on the beach, I'd sail out there and give him a piece of my mind.
I forgot. Why does Kasaba fire his cannons at you?
Because he's delusional and paranoid. Every time he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he thinks we're plotting an invasion of Jambalaya Island. So he starts firing his cannon.
Are you aware that you've got a pair of parrots on your shoulders?
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Was that sarcasm?
You know, I can't really tell anymore. In any event, these are, in fact, my parrots. I call them hugging and kissing.
You're joking. You're not joking. Jumbo Lafitte. Any relation to Tiny Lafitte?
Tiny Lafitte was my
Hugging and
father.
running. Odin's Raven. Interesting. That would be a reason for the... Yeah, because other than that, why would they be named that? That's cool. That was a reference I was unfamiliar with, and that makes total sense. Awesome. Thank you.
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Are you sure you weren't adopted? After all, you're so big and Tiny was so... tiny.
You should have seen my mother.
She was a large woman, I take it?
She had a picture of Monkey Island tattooed on her butt.
So?
Actual size.
Ugh. This is obviously
Jesus.
a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Okay.
This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
I guess I didn't talk enough to
Don't get up.
that
I'll
guy
see myself
to
out.
find out all
little
about his
pirate.
jolly father. Shit. Let's go back to Jambalaya anyway. Maybe I should just get
It's the boat I brought from Jambalaya Island.
while I'm there, do the plank diving
It's the boat I
stuff
brought
too.
from Jambalaya. I'm not picking that.
And then I can show off the puppets to everybody too.
I don't think he'd like that. Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
No, Stan doesn't want to watch a puppet show. Load faster. Thank you. I love when he brings them out, he just puts them straight in.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd like that.
Yeah. Well, this is becoming less interesting if they won't actually let me do that.
I don't think he'd like that. Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you. What a jolly-looking statue, but it looks like someone's taken a crowbar to its head. Pardon me.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I'm admiring the craftsmanship of this statue of Jambalaya's most famous pirate, Tiny Lafitte.
What made Tiny so famous?
He was the friendly pirate of Jambalaya Island. He robbed from the bad and gave to the nice. And he always said please and thank you. Twice. He's the perfect symbol of the new, non-threatening Jambalaya Island.
Was there really a Tiny Lafitte, or was he dreamed up by someone's marketing department?
Oh, he's real, all right. I hear his son lives across the bay or nothing at all.
What happened to the top of the statue? Looks like someone gave Tiny a bad haircut.
I'm not sure. Rumor has it that some vandalous pirates from Nothing at All stole the statue's hat. But I don't believe it.
It's
They do
handy
pretty
that
good
there's a
job of
bronze
keeping
hat
those
on the
types
side.
off of Jambalaya.
I'd rather not talk about Tiny right now.
Fine.
Sorry to bother you.
No bother at all, O'Bean.
I don't think he'd like that.
Ahoy, mateys! Set sail for family fun at Planet Threepwood. See souvenirs of Guybrush Threepwood's most famous escapades.
Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Jerk, idiot.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty but.
No, you're not. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I am not gonna talk to you while you're doing this.
Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Nimrod! Dark!
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty but.
No, you're not. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I am not gonna talk to you while you're doing this.
Yay,
Where do the
somebody
real
responded.
pirates go when they're looking for Buccaneer-style family dining at a reasonable price? Why, Planet Threepwood, of course.
Otis. The cutscene, the demo at the beginning showed me that it works with iCheese.
I don't think he'd like that. Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Nimrod! Dark! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty but.
No, you're not. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
That's a good one, Threepwood.
They're both figure it.
I don't think she'd like that.
Put those away and talk to her.
Figurehead lady?
What?
What horrible abomination of nature gave you the ability to talk?
Damnedest thing. I cross-taxed with some old sea hag of a ship.
Hey, Arthur.
How was I supposed to know she was carrying a cargo hold of voodoo root? So, a bunch of mojo crap fell off her decks and I sailed right through it. Next thing you know, I'm talking. Like you care anyway, squid for brains.
You look kind of familiar.
Perhaps you've seen me in your nightmares.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, you have. Watch this. I'm the king of the world! Woo!
Ah! Stop! That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. What's with the surly attitude?
You'd be surly too if you were screwed to the stem of a ship.
Good point. Want to be my official ship?
Want to be my anchor?
Did you mean that in the literal sense or the figurative?
How's this for clarity? Make like a jellyfish and dry up on the beach.
No, I guess I don't want to be an anchor.
Well then buzz off, son. You're blocking my view.
I'd make a better captain.
How long were you a bellhop before you got promoted? How about dropping this subject, toilet brush threepwood?
Figurehead lady?
What?
I have to go now.
Just don't go in the harbor. Some of us live in the water.
Well, I mean, we can. Oh, but Carla. But I couldn't show it to Otis. I don't know. We'll see. There's only so many people. Might as well try it with everyone.
Hello there, little guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Jerk.
Idiot.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Hello there, little guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Nimrod.
Dark.
Very good, sir. You almost sound like a real pirate.
Where do the real pirates go when they're looking for Buccaneer-style family dining at a reasonable price?
Oh, Planet Threepwood, of course.
If it isn't the master of the mechanical manatee.
She's got to be off getting those boys by now. Are you kidding me? Just leaving now. I better be wrong about that.
I don't think she'd like that. Hello there, little guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Nimrod.
Dark.
I mean, as far as bits go, it's all right. maybe could be better if they added more variety to what Guybrush says.
Don't touch that oil. It's very expensive.
Well, here goes nothing. Oh. Good gravy, that tastes horrible. Hey, look, over there.
Seagull appears courtesy of Loom. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hey, little dude. What's up?
Another missed opportunity to throw back. No. What's going on around here?
What's going on around here?
We are the judges for Jambalaya's all-world diving contest.
Actually, it's more like a free-for-all than a contest.
Dude, quit projecting your negative vibes, man.
I'd like to take a crack at winning that diving trophy.
You and dozens of other gold-hunting wannabes.
If you wish to dive, you must be certified first.
Why?
We could leave ourselves open to most grievous lawsuits if we let physically uncool people try to dive.
Now, if you
That's the Herman Throt from Dinky Island.
There won't be any word problems, will there? Hey, what are you doing with that?
In his philosophical
You're not gonna put
phase.
that there, are you?
Now then, let me know when this begins to hurt.
Ouch! And another thing, I think the staple gun was completely uncalled for.
Be that as it may, you have passed the physical.
Really?
Don't act so shocked. You'd have to be a palsy-ridden grandmother to fail.
Here's your certificate. Feel free to challenge our champion diver whenever you want to dive.
It's like if Herman Toothrock was played by Tommy Chong. That would be a really interesting portrayal. It does change the character a bit. Let's go get the junk dive out of the way. I guess I should have just given that to him. They can tell him I'm ready to dive now, I'm sure.
I'm back.
So I see. What can I do for you, Mr. Threepwood?
I'd like to dive against you.
You want to dive against me?
I'm afraid to mention it.
Thank you, little friend, for
but
bringing laughter back into my life.
What's so funny?
The stream's been fairly stable for this one. That's been nice. Of course, I just ruined that by saying it.
I am the greatest diver in the world.
Second greatest, you mean?
Very well. The gauntlet has been thrown. I suppose you have been certified by the judging committee?
Of course.
Sure, check it out.
Ah! I've seen palsy-ridden grandmothers with better qualifying scores. But I'm eager to put you in your place. Prepare to be humiliated.
Looking over at my stats, it doesn't even have a whole lot of
is about to attempt a spinning swordsman, keelhaul, rum barrel combination. Let's give him complete silence for this time.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have mentioned it, but by this point we've had issues already in most other situations. So. Anyways, Let's see if I can guess the right buttons. I won't, and it wouldn't matter anyways, because I'm not going to put on the dunce cap for this one and all that shit. Good. Still have to talk to the judges and find out, oh, what's going on, and how can I bribe you or appease whatever you need me to do. So much walking. Guybrush Threepwood is about to... Okay, so rum barrel is down. Sounds like a belly flop.
I wasn't that
Two.
bad, was I? Rats.
Oh, here's a big surprise. Marco de Pollo has won again.
Like, I enjoy Guybrush's bathing suit. That's a... They gave him a few looks for this one. I'll definitely say they're like, okay, well, let's have a Guybrush dressing contest. I think that this suit is inspired by the dress-up cutout thing that was in one of the adventures. I seem to think that, yeah. No. But now I gotta pull that thing out.
Pardon me.
What?
What was wrong with my last dive?
It sucked.
Could you
Okay.
be more specific?
Nope.
I just thought maybe it's some of the other clothes that you could put on him. But anyway, but considering the execution versus inspiration, when we look at what they call Guybrush's original outfit, I'm not gonna say that if it was inspired by anything in that adventure, it probably wasn't like translated into this artwork completely, effectively. Like, looking at it, it looks like what you would do when you're figuring out textures and stuff. Like, I can't say I'm proficient at it, but they're like, oh, look, here's a picture that we can throw on the standard color that we've made look sort of jeans color. Oh, there's got to be scores of concept art and whatnot for all of these characters that we haven't seen. And that's a shame.
Why are you giving me such low scores?
Look, kid, it's nothing personal. It's just that I've got an expensive red-headed wife, two expensive red-headed kids, and an expensive red-headed dog to feed. You follow?
Not really.
Then let me spell it out for you. Mr. Mandrill pays me a lot of money to make sure that Mr. De Pollo always wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever Mandrill's paying you to fix this contest, I'll double it.
I appreciate the sentiment, Junior, but it's obvious that you don't have 2 shillings to rub together, much less the kind of dough it takes to keep my
It is worth mentioning, too, that blonde fake Elaine's particular haircut is, if anything, more Guybrush-y with its flip up in the front. The you know, it's like somebody tried to execute it by description without any point of reference. Oh yeah, his hair's all like this.
I think I'll leave you to your grouchiness.
Whatever.
Pardon me.
Yes, Grasshopper.
One of your judges is taking bribes.
That is an exceptionally grave charge, young Mackerel. Do you have any proof?
This red herring right here
taking bribes?
Nope.
makes you think you could somehow prove that he's taking bribes to get rid of him. At least they didn't give you further dialogue options there to just waste your time going through, right? Like,
what was wrong with my last dive?
I think
the perfect dive should leave no
Yeah.
trace of the diver upon the water. As you seek perfection in your dives, seek perfection in your splashes.
Are you saying that my splashes are too big?
Yes, you might try making your form more aerodynamic, like that of a swordfish.
Fish are aerodynamic? Aloha.
now
May
let's
your
talk
life
to
be big and your splashes be small.
Senor Toothrot. He's not Toothrot, but now I'm gonna think of him that way forever. Not Grouchy,
It's
no.
a golden trophy of a man in a classic arms overhead diving pose. Excuse me.
Oh, what is it, little diver dude?
What was wrong with my last dive?
You really didn't get into the flow of DePollo's groove, man.
Say what?
Hey, you gotta match DePollo's moves if you want to be the dude.
But how?
Well, basically, there are 4 types of moves allowed in plank diving, man. Well, first you got the keel haul, you know, a mellow swan-like move that you can do by lifting your nose up in the air.
Keel haul, up.
Keel haul, up. Got it.
Next is the rum barrel, man. A somersault move that's easy to do by shoving your chin down into your chest.
Rum barrel, down. Check.
The third move is the spinning swordsman, man. That's a dangerous vertical spin that should only be started to the right.
Spinning swordsman, right. Okay.
Finally, there's the alpha monkey, a chest-pounding maneuver that always starts with the left hand.
Alpha monkey left. Good.
Okay, bro, pay attention
Stream
to the
crash.
moves that DePollo makes, you know, and try and match him.
Are we
For
back up,
example,
though?
On his last dive,
Not
he
showing
did
the
a
down yet.
spinning
And of course
swordsman,
it's happening
keel
after I
haul,
said we had such a good
rum
run.
barrel. Combination. So, if you wanted to match him, you'd lean.
Right. Up, down.
You got it, man.
Okay. I'm not seeing further drops in the stats, but output status dropping. Yeah, nope. Mentioning it certainly cursed it. So I'd like to dive now.
I'd like to dive now.
Hey, that's cool, man, but you should tell DePollo, not me.
See you later.
You got it, dude. Woo!
Well, now that we can do things individually, let's see if they like puppets or prosthetic butts.
Whoa, man, it's really uncool to try and bribe a diving judge.
Is that a bribe? If so, it's a pretty insulting one.
Oh wait,
Is that
yeah.
a bribe? If so, it's a pretty
I
insulting
still have
one.
to blackmail this son of a bitch. Let's go to this and look at our flyer.
Hey, there's a picture of that grouchy diving judge in here. But that blonde he's with is definitely not his lovely red-headed wife.
Anyways, let's use that with the grouchy judge.
What's this?
It's a brochure for Stan's Jambalaya Timeshare Emporium.
Yeah? So?
Take a look at page 3.
Yikes!
I think your red-headed wife would be very interested to find out about the time you've been sharing with this blonde, don't you?
You got it all wrong, kid. She's just a friend of the family. Really.
Oh, cool. Then sure, it doesn't
Well, I guess
matter,
your wife
right?
won't mind if I show her the
Let's go
brochure.
ask her.
Wait, stop. What do you want?
What's it worth to you?
I've got money, jewels, property, anything. Just don't tell my wife.
Fine. All I want is a fair diving competition.
That's all. Really?
Really? Do we have a deal?
Deal. It won't do you any good, though. De Pollo's too good to be beaten by a flat-headed loser like you.
Perfect.
I'm back.
So I see. What can I do for you, Mr. Threepwood?
I'd like to dive against you again.
Again? Are you some sort of masochist?
I don't know. You some kind of chicken?
Oh, fine. Just remembered you asked for this humiliation.
Marco de Pollo is about to attempt a alpha monkey. Spinning swordsman, keel haul, combination. Let's give him complete silence for this dive.
Okay.
I do not envy you, Mr. Threepwood.
Left, right, up. Sploosh.
Cool. It's nice to see that good old-fashioned blackmail still works in some parts of this
That's
modern
right.
world. Looking good.
Whoa, dudes, this is unprecedented. The newcomer has tied Marco de Pollo.
What happens now?
We move on to the tiebreaker round.
Scissors, rock, paper?
You wish. In this round of dives, you will go first, and De Pollo will try to match your dive.
You have shown that you can mimic my moves, Mr. Threepwood, but I doubt that you can concoct a dive that I cannot perform.
We'll just see about that, dive monkey.
Very well. The plank is yours.
Ah.
Cool. Good. Looking good.
Not bad, Mr. Threepwood. Please wait here for a moment while I turn off the stove.
Figure we should aim
Marco
to
doesn't
at
know
least
is
finish
the
up
place is ready to
Jambalaya
make seal
Island.
oil with Star Buccaneers schmear
Make
whiz.
it to the next part before we close it off for the day.
Now, my friend, prepare to watch a master in action.
Now, Marco
Prepare
de
to
Pollo.
watch a master get mobbed by seagulls.
Guybrush
Ball.
Threepwood's dive. Let's give him complete silence.
Ah! Now embarrass him.
What? Shoot! Go away!
Ladies and gentlemen,
The new all-world plank diving champion is,
Guybrush Threepwood!
I protest! That was not a fair dive! I want a rematch right now! I am Marco de Pollo, the greatest plank diver in the world!
Yeah.
Marco.
He's too afraid to cross
Who said that?
Mandrill.
Marco.
But you stopped screwing over Guybrush. That was
I
thinking.
will not be mocked!
Yeah, you will. Watch.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Screw that guy.
I wonder how Elaine's doing.
Hi, hey, thanks for coming out to vote. Remember, a vote for me is a vote against demon spawn hell pirates.
Thanks for your support, citizen. Good times and free grog are just around the corner.
Don't vote for Charles. He's really LeChuck, the demon zombie ghost pirate from hell.
Oh, give it up, Mrs. Threepwood. Everybody knows that LeChuck is dead and that your husband killed him. You'll have to excuse her, Mr. Charles.
Think nothing of it, my good man.
There, you see? Charles is LeChuck. Look!
Well, that should just about wrap things up. I think I'll go pack my bags and get ready to move into the governor's mansion.
Win everybody over with fake. We now have 2 out of 3 elements of the ultimate insult. Back to nothing at all. Wow. Run. We're running to Oostens. Then we're going to go down to the beach. Just to... I want to say that little transition is a little annoying. Apparently.
It's the community rowboat I borrowed.
Then use it. Like, doesn't need to be there, and it just causes, especially when it relies so heavily on loading, it seems like an unnecessary thing. Yeah. No. No matter what, there are some areas, even despite like the increased poly count and all the little bits of polish and room for extra dialogue here and there, there are some areas where the PC version is gonna outshine it, and having iMuse is always better than not having iMuse. So, let's talk to Jumbo Lafitte again.
I'm back.
Imagine my delight.
You're awfully large.
Figured that one out all by yourself, did you?
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Was he really called Tiny the Friendly Pirate?
No! My daddy was everything a real pirate should be. Violent, vulgar, psychotic. Pirates lined up for miles to spit on his grave.
If Tiny was such a great pirate, then what's with the Tiny the Friendly Pirate statue?
It's those soulless cretins at Ozymandias Enterprises. They're using my father's name and image as happy icons for their new family-friendly Jambalaya Island.
Those jerks. What happened to Tiny's statue?
I happened to it.
Come again?
To lend a touch of authenticity to their precious statue, Mandrill's flunkies bronzed my father's captain's hat and welded it to the statue. Enraged by this sacrilege, I gathered some pirates and raided Jambalaya Island. Before anyone knew what happened, I rescued my father's chapeau, returned to nothing at all, and buried my treasure.
Your father would have been proud of your piratey prowess.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately, my raid inspired Mandrill to hire Kasaba to patrol the waters of Nuttin. Now, Nuttin Atoll is nothing more than a prison for recalcitrant pirates who don't share Ozymandias' vision.
One pirate to another. Where did you bury your father's bronze hat?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What?
I know I buried it under a boulder along the beach. I just don't know which one.
If I find your father's hat, can I borrow it?
I don't know. Why do you want it?
I'm going to use it to crush Ozymandias like a bug.
Really? Oh, that's great! If you can find it, feel free to use it.
This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Which parrot's hugging and which one's kissing? I can't believe I just asked that.
I don't know. They're identical twins. It's too bad, too.
Why?
Because they're special parrots.
Special how? Do they sing light operas?
Of course not. But they are cursed with powerful voodoo magic.
How so?
One of them always tells the truth. The other one always lies. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yes. No.
Oh, if I knew which one was which, they would be tremendously useful. As it is, they're rather annoying.
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
So, I seem to remember that this would connect to their... They sort of moved positions. Because, like, you could go out this way and get to the rocky beach before. But now you go this way and you go to this other part of that. And the only way to get out to the rocky beach on PS2 version... And maybe I'm just remembering this wrong. But the only way to... In the PS2 version, the only way to get to Rocky Beach is to go this way.
Holy jumping monkeys, that's a lot of boulders. How am I ever gonna find the right one?
Alright. Thankfully, we got a little parrot whistle. Before we do that, we just confirm that our inventory still works, so let's go throw a save. Just in case there was some issue. Oh, there we go.
Kinda sounds like a parrot.
Interesting. I guess I could put that and that together for now.
There! I'm 2/3 of the way to having my own personal ultimate insult.
Alright, now let's get this. Let's get one of these parrots drunk. That one, sure. And, put that away. Let's talk to parrot on the left.
2 plus 2?
37.
It,
That must have been the lying parrot.
drunk one's the liar. Awesome. That is good to know, though. Next time I play through, I'm definitely gonna do that part last. I always end up doing that first, so I don't know that I've ever tried. Ever managed to. That's cool.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
South.
I'm sure it's not gonna be just one screen of it. I'm just going to do myself the favor of walking over several times. Now, I'm going to. It's weird how it was causing sound distortion, too. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, this left.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
I did know. I have always noticed that the only real differences between the scenes, unless it's like there's 3 stages heading backwards. So how many rocks you see ahead of you, and the positioning of the boat, and really the only differential when you're going there is that page over effect is. But notice the ship has moved over as well. So that's. That static ship moving is really how we're finding out that we've gone further on the beach. I don't know. It's not yeah, and just it would feel like one of those identical maze roomy type things. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Baird on right.
Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here.
Wow. I'm gonna have to redo it. Well, talk to them again. There. Select. Good. Okay.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
I'll do one more, and then it's gonna say go west. It's only a good idea if it's not something scripted, like you have to talk to them at least this many times before they tell you something. But quite often, yeah, it's just gonna send you off really, really far anyway. So I figured just keep running east until it tells you to start going west. Oh. Hey, I'm always a little stoked myself when there's something that I can show you, man. Because your knowledge of, well, I've mentioned all that before. You're very, very knowledgeable about this, and also references that are made within these games that just always went over my head. So I'm definitely super grateful for when you give me the context, some more of the context of these jokes and whatnot. Or just various things that are said. Is it under this rock?
Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No, it's not.
I know that parrot
In
always
fact,
tells the truth.
I bet you anything he's going to tell me north. Because we've gotten pretty far. It's either going to be east or north. It's probably east, but if it's different, it might be north. Or up. That's true. Okay. Yeah, it'll just be east until it's there. And we know it's not. Well, screw it. We know it's not there. Although I did skip one. Watch, it says west now, and now I'm gonna have to go to west. Let's do this. That'd be funny.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
Nowhere.
It's right here.
I
Sweet.
know that that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must be buried under this rock.
Alright. This is also just a great moment too. I guess the parrot's
lost interest.
unintentionally, Nuttin' It All is one of my favorite settings in this entire game. And this game actually has a Monkey Island in it. Hey. It's all like, just in case you needed a great big hint as to what. Let's just put you into puppet theater mode.
Ahoy there, big Guybrush.
What's on your mind, little Guybrush?
I think little LeChuck's a smelly undead creep.
I can hardly argue with that, little Guybrush. What do you think, little LeChuck?
I think little Guybrush wouldn't know a real pirate if it stabbed him in the liver. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Now, boys.
Amoral lout. Effete doily sniffer. Unemployed layabout.
Guys.
Pirate poser. Uncultured corpse. Girly man.
I really think that's loud enough to catch Kasaba's attention.
I do appreciate that they threw little things in to give visual hints and cues towards things, not just, you know, oh, somebody has to tell you this hint or whatever. But to the same effect, there are tons of those sort of like hint things that I didn't catch going through. And like, then you have, you know, the infamous monkey wrench, and it's, you know, translations not being able to capture the whole point of that gag.
I've had just about enough of your pusillanimous insubordination, Simpkins.
Pusillanimous.
Now roll out the really big cannon and blow up those terrorists this instant.
Aye, aye, sir.
Fire!
It's a fine cannon. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, that's a fine cannon. Wouldn't that bumped up.
Wow, here it is. The bronze hat of Tiny Lafitte.
Sweet. I do, yes, absolutely. I do think so. Yeah. Earlier the green, but at the very least, the cannons in the background at Kenny's place. There are some gold ones there for sure.
Captain. Otis.
What?
Go find Carla and sober her up.
Oh yeah, that'll be easy.
No, it said.
Now that the pieces
Remember, yeah, the sea cucumber definitely had golden ones. I don't know why I thought it was gray there for a second, but definitely golden. And the other ones at Kenny's place at the gun shop, definitely were well, various colors. But cutscene testing.
LeChuck.
That's Governor LeChuck to you, Threepwood.
No way.
Yes way.
Ozzy, I had a feeling you were working for LeChuck.
I'm afraid you got it backwards, pirate boy. LeChuck's working for me.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Governor LeChuck, would you be kind enough to relieve Mr. Threepwood of the pieces to the ultimate insult?
It'd be a pleasure, Mr. Mandrill.
Don't do it, LeChuck. He wants to use the ultimate insult to humiliate every pirate on the face of the earth.
And?
You know?
Oh, of course he knows, you sloth-brained pile of kookaburra droppings.
But why, LeChuck? Why would a swashbuckling, albeit demonically evil, pirate like yourself willingly aid in the mass emasculation of your fellow buccaneers?
Well, that's a long story, Sheepgood.
Oh, no.
But it basically boils down to two reasons. First of all, this mandrill scallywag pulled me out from under that mountain of ice that you left me under. And LeChuck always repays his debts.
Fine, you owe the guy, but why go along with this plan to irreversibly insult all the pirates?
Because, you seafaring scumweasel, when we succeed in breaking the fighting spirit of all the pirates, LeChuck will finally have the one thing he's always wanted in life. Or death, as the case may be.
You don't mean...
A lot of that concept art is in these, eh?
Elaine Marley's hand in marriage.
Excuse me. See the ring on this finger?
Previously on
You're
Monkey Island. That's great.
Well, I think I can fix that.
LeChuck, no! We may need him as a hostage.
Yeah. Hostage. Besides, even if you kill me, Elaine still never marry you. She hates your stinking undead guts.
liberties.
Ah, but that's the beauty of the ultimate insult, Threepwood. Once your wife
But
has
not
been
like
exposed to its
liberties
hideous,
taken with stories they've already
her
told.
fiery pirate spirit will be shattered like so many emu eggs,
governor.
leaving her compliant, submissive, and obedient.
In other words, the perfect wife.
Speaking of perfect wives, where is Elaine?
We were hoping you could answer that question, Mr. Threepwood. Your
playing
mischievous
it.
Sheila went walkabout right after Captain LeChuck was elected governor of this pirate-infested backwater of an island.
LeChuck's grand plan always
Good
was
for
to
her.
win
I
over
hope she
Elaine.
comes back with an army of
And
pirates
even
kicks
then,
your sorry butts.
Obviously, he has
I've
more
lived in the
plans
island
than
before,
that.
and it's always turned out to be a big mistake.
Yeah.
I see your point. How about we stow the twerp in an inescapable faraway place where he can't do any harm? Then he'll still be a
But I
useful
mean,
hostage.
even at least that is
Won't be
more
able to affect
believable
our
than like him suddenly wanting to be governor of Melly
That's
Island.
a hellishly good idea, and I know just the place.
I can see, you know, after he achieved winning over Elaine and all that, or he would go to those lengths to get Elaine, but not to those lengths to get Elaine so he can be a governor. Like, yeah. If anything, his goal, if that was his goal is to be Guybrush Threepwood in this game. Because that's who Guybrush is. He married the governor. He gets the benefit. Oh,
Where am
stream
I?
crash. It will be at the end of the
This island smells kind of funny.
stream. We've made it
Only
to
one
Monkey Island.
Smells as bad as... Oh no! Those
But-
two maladjusted greed monsters left me marooned on Monkey Island!
Now we have.
Well, that's it. I give up. I'll never overcome these incessant obstacles.
Come on. Reconnecting.
It's like my whole life is a never-ending series of puzzles.
Okay, cool. At least I can pause. Pause, wait for this to come back up so we can get this. Ay, ay, ay. Since we're back up. Hopefully. My apologies for crashes. We will. Hey, we're back. Okay, so I paused it back to crashing again. Is it dropping again? Or like saying like before? Okay, cool. So we'll get through this part. We'll hit a save. This is where I'm gonna have to end for the day. Yeah, and it's all in between. After almost 2 hours of uninterrupted stream, I went and mentioned it, and then it crashes twice in the next half hour. So that's a fair question. I mean, LeChuck and Ozzy do seem to have boats, so it shouldn't be that hard. But that was awfully fast. It seemed like you'd had some opportunity on the boat sailing to Monkey Island to perhaps get off of it. I mean, maybe they still have to use that voodoo spell, which really changes the amount of time. But I mean, he was passed out for days while the boat reoriented and got itself to Monkey Island, right? So, I doubt that LeChuck has to cast said spell to get there every single time, though. Or maybe he does. Maybe he can just appear. Maybe he's like very Davy Jones that way. It's something that hasn't been super explored. Like, does his ghost ship have to make the long sail back and forth every single time? It's a question nobody bothered asking LeChuck when we yeah. Okay, let's get the style out.
Oh, hey, Timmy.
Hey, Timmy. He just gave up.
Don't try to cheer me up. Just give up. I know I am.
Yeah.
So, alright. I'll
Yeah.
do it for the kids. First order of business, get off this stupid island. Second order of business, stop Ozzy and LeChuck from using the ultimate insult on Elaine and assorted others. Third order of business, buy some new shoes. How did you get here anyway?
His elder statesman clothing didn't last, as again he is shipwrecked and marooned. Alright, we are going to save here. We managed to use today's stream to complete the assembly of the ultimate insult on Jambalaya Island, only to, of course, have it ripped from our hands and used against us in such a classic manner. But, alright, so we will, we're gonna put a cap on it for today, and then we'll be back on Thursday to definitely. No, he got indied there. And it doesn't matter, but it really doesn't matter who the hero is. He'll spend the entire time doing it. It must be an old villain play in the first. It's like, you know what? These guys seem to be better at this. Let's just like watch them, and then when they're done, we'll take it by gunpoint. I mean, it's not a bad plan if you think about it. I mean, it's shitty, but it's not a bad plan. Alright. But anyway, so we'll be back on Thursday, and we will jump right back in, and I figure we'll crack off Monkey Island proper if Monkey Combat doesn't take too long, and frankly, from that point, the rest of the game's done, so... yeah, it's always fun. Thanks for popping on. I do appreciate that you come on, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, they take the liberties get more and more in the sense of leaps and bounds, and you know they. Yeah, and to spend so much time in something that just does not feel like it's at home in this in the Monkey Combat stuff. In theory, in paper, as we've spoken of earlier, it's like there's a way possibly that it could have been executed correctly, but like I can't articulate what it might have required, and I think that's the problem that they found too. It's all like, this sounds like a good idea, we just can't make it work like a good idea. And they're like, fuck it, ship it. We're put enough time in this, you know. I mean, we got to ship half of a Knights of the Old Republic game anyway, so. Yeah. Throw up the icon, go to Monkey Combat, but don't make it the focus, and don't really even say, yeah. Which seems to me, harkens back to what I was saying earlier, of this era of gaming having a lot of filler. And they're like, oh shit, this is too slow, this is way too short, what are we gonna do? Okay, well, this, and I'm not saying that the whole nature of Monkey Combat came from that, but they're like, oh yeah, no, people don't mind that stuff right now. Did you play the new Zelda? You have to spend the last, like, 3 hours of playing that game. 3 hours, wow, that's generous. A lot longer of that in Wind Waker during the Collectathon last segment. So much so that when they did the remake, they completely reworked how that works, because they knew itself that it wasn't going to fly in this age. It wasn't, you know, we've gotten so far away from those Collectathons, and to put game completion, like, dependent on it was BS. Anyways, alright, well, you guys have a great one. We had a different viewer earlier, so thank you for popping on too. But Clark subscribe. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we will be back Thursday, and of course, we're always streaming almost every night. Indie Adventures, myself, my wife, crazy late night after dark streams. Okay. Thanks again for joining ATM. You all have a great one, and we'll be back on Thursday. Take care.